2 and 2. Alright, Naya Angels. We've tried a few different iterations of Angels this season. One of the things that I do like about the look of this build is that between Growth Chamber Guardian, Incubation Druid, and History of Benalia, we get to have a little bit more aggressive starts, especially when you curve out into things like Aurelia. So, leveraging the green cards, also Vivien for some card advantage and some supplemental removal is nice. So, let's go ahead and dive into some matches and see how things go. Oh, you know what? I think with 26 lands in this deck and Incubation Druid, I think I want to put a couple of Memorials in here. I'm going to do that. I think we can afford a couple of tapped lands. The utility on that's pretty valuable, I think. We'll see how many times the tapped lands make us sad. Once more under the breach. When you've been a sub on this channel for 12 months, chat becomes very interactive. Huh. I'm gonna keep this. One of the nice things about Growth Chamber Guardian is that a turn 2 Growth Chamber Guardian on the play actually gives you things to do with your mana on turns 2, 3, and 4. Because it's like, play Growth Chamber, fart Growth Chamber, play next Growth Chamber Guardian. Perfect. Great, into the Sultai right away. We just need to be aggressive here. They don't have a Wild Growth Walker, so maybe we can run them down with 4/4s. Lava Coil is good to have here because they go like Land Hostage Taker. We can potentially kill that. One, yep. Dawn is coming, chat. It's a lot like winter. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. We have lots of 5/5 angels. They're gonna get shot by arrows. We're done here, right? Just like, we can't like they have Hostage Taker in their hand, and they have double Lyra activation sitting in play. Yeah, I don't know that we need to concede the match, but we're probably dead this game, right? Define what the Midwest is. I believe the Midwest is technically like Kansas to Ohio, roughly. I don't actually know what the technical definition. If you're googling it and looking on Wikipedia, would probably give you a better definition than what I can give you offhand. We have so many Lyra animations, chat. How can we possibly lose?
Sometimes restoration means retribution.
Yeah, Michigan is in between Kansas and Ohio. that's totally reasonable and beatable. I like how we played a bunch of Esper control and never played against Sultai, and then we switched to the squishy mid-range deck that could probably never beat Sultai and immediately queue into Sultai. Just the best beats. Beats by Dr. Dre. Lyra's pretty bad here. Man, what am I even trimming? Do I trim Growth Chamber Guardian? What is better here, Growth Chamber or History? It's probably Growth Chamber, right? Oh, yeah, I can't Spyglass because they'll hit my Vivien's too. Good call. That's sad. I think I have to leave Lyra in. As much as it sucks. I think it's just this for this. Well, so like the other angels are cheaper. So the resource efficiency and the tempo you're losing is less with the other angels. So like Shalai's losing a 4-drop versus Lyra's a 5-drop, which is relevant. Yay, Temple of Tilt, Temple of Tilt. Do 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 do. Please keep in mind the chat rules if you want to make card suggestions. Instead of asking me to validate every decision that you're thinking about, instead try and think about it a little bit. Say like, instead of saying, Jeff, if I want you to play Deafening Clarion is good because, and it's better than this other card you're playing for these reasons. I am obviously not bringing a card in because I don't think it's good. And maybe if you think it is good, we could talk about it and maybe you're right or maybe you're not. But if I just can't, like, it's bad. Like, I don't really like, if it's not coming in, I think it's bad. And so if I don't know why you think something's good, it's hard for me to help you understand why it might not be. Sure. All fixed, be rich. Play a 2-1. Rats. Rats. Alright, let's give him a history lesson, chat. I wonder if I'm supposed to play another Tocatli this turn, just because this is the Vraska's Contempt turn, so like now they can Hostage Shaker me next turn. Thanks, Kappa. Alright, well that makes my next Tocatli Honor Guard arguably a little bit better. Yeah, I don't think Rhythm is very good in general. I think a lot of the times you'd rather just have like the problem with Rhythm is that it's only good against decks that tend to play counter spells. And against decks that tend to play counter spells, you just want your threats to be individually good, not be cards that need to have another card make them better, basically. I'm gonna not play this in an attempt to maybe play Magic after they Finality me this turn. There's a good chance we just can't beat Finality, but maybe if the rest of their hand is bad. If the rest of their hand is bad, this Angel can maybe take things over for us. I think playing Tocatli's fine, Navier, because if they untap and play Chupacabra or Hostage Taker, I'm incredibly sad. So I think it's important to, like, obviously, like, Finality feels bad, but, like, they have more copies of Hostage Taker and Chupacabra than they do Finality. So, I get it, being results-based, like, it feels bad, but talking about the number of cards that they could have that it stops is very important. I don't think that's strictly true, Raver. And sometimes they have all of them and none of your decisions mattered, and that's just how it goes. I agree. I think the only Angels deck I've played this season that feels like it's remotely close in a matchup against Sultai is Black-White Angels, which is why that's the preferred iteration of Angels that you'll find on my website. Every time we've played non-Angels iterations that aren't black and white, they feel really bad. We played a few iterations of Naya, and I just don't feel like the red cards add meaning. I'm excited to put Nicol Bolas and Seraph Angel into the same deck. It is in the queue, Burgle. It's in there under Black-White Aristocrats. And yeah, I agree. That deck seems really sweet. We've played Mardu Angels. It's not pretty. This is another Sultai matchup. This might be a get dumpstered by Sultai 3 times, move to the next deck. I love getting dumpstered by Sultai. Alright, these are my 4/4s. There's no... You should go... If you think Mardu Angels is reasonable, you should go watch us play Mardu Angels on the YouTube channel. The conclusion, to spoil it for you, is there's no compelling reason to play red cards in Black-White Angels. Red cards don't solve any of the problems that Black-White Angels has. Alright, and this is the part where I play the Lyra, and then they play a Vivien, and then we concede. It's a good system, really. Or I play a Lyra, they play a Ravenous Chupacabra, we concede. They play Vraska Relic Seeker. Look at that! Look at that! Choosing that page of the Pick Your Own Adventure book. Alright, I'm off this match. We're gonna play one more and try and find a not Sultai deck. You play Lyra, they close their eyes and pick in the adventure book to find out how you die. I don't even think Lyra really gets bullied that hard in the current meta. I don't think that's true. I think she's rancid against Sultai, but, like, there's a lot more than Sultai in this format. Yeah, where were all of these decks when we were playing Esper, exactly? A basic island! Oh, I'm so excited! Ah, basic island! I think Temur Climb is a little bit behind to get Sultai, but it's very winnable. No, this is fine. Anything not Sultai mid-range, sign me up. I think this deck probably has a real chance in most places that aren't Sultai. Let's find out. Let's go learning together. Do 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 do. There are 19 white sources in this deck, chat. 19. 19 white sources. We should rage out of planes, yep. Ah, get in my deck. I love all the people that are streaming the last couple of weeks that are like going for the top 8 of the Mythic, and they're like rank like 300 or like 500. It's like, I'm not sure that means what you think it means. It's good clickbait though, I guess. Alright, Incubation Druid lets me cast a double weight spell on 3. God bless. Do I play competitively? I don't. What does competitively mean? Can you define? Please define the word. No. The word means different things to different people. To the person who I just banned because they said the way I play Magic is unsatisfying to them as a viewer, you are welcome to go watch one of the hundreds of other Twitch streamers that never concedes the match. My goal here is to play meaningful games of Magic, and when a match of Magic or a game of Magic stops being meaningful, I move along with my life. You'll be much, much happier if you learn to identify when you can no longer win a game of Magic. Games of Magic are often long over before your health total ever reaches 0. Correct. It takes less energy to click to a different channel than it does to complain in chat about the content that you're watching. No content anywhere is going to appeal to every player, and that's okay. If what I'm doing here isn't your thing, great, go watch someone else. Hey, Death Panda. MTGO looks better than it used to. It did get quite the upgrade. I appreciate the 12 months. Welcome to the Knights. Alright, well, if they don't have a cast down, and I assume they don't have a cast down, because if they had a cast down, they would have killed this. They might double block here, actually. Yeah, I agree, Rabbit Wallaby. I think there's a lot of people, especially people that are, like, up-and-coming streamers that are just, like, getting into their groove, that, like, they're worried to lose people watching, right? Like, every audience member is really important, and they don't realize that by trying to cater to everyone, you lose more people than trying to cater to specific people, than knowing what your lane is and staying in your lane. Alright, got an Aurelia of our own. Yeah, actually, Urkan, the Bio Angels deck that we're gonna play again later today is the second time we played that, and it's really sweet. I think I want to fart this, and then fart this. Thanks, Burn Pit. That's a good question. I did it on my own turn, because if they kill Growth Chamber Guardian in response to me making it a 4/4, then I don't get my thing. I don't get to find a friend, basically. I want him to phone a friend real bad.
Wild animals I like. People, not so much. Feel the wrath of Scala.
Z undoes tapping. Alright, so now I have to make a decision. Do I want to play Growth Chamber Guardian and then discard Aurelia? I think I want to play... Look, they had the cast down, so I'm glad I did what I did. I think I'm going to go ahead and play... So I'm going to play this out now, because this way they need 2 removal spells to kill my Vivien with their Hostage Taker. And if Hostage Taker sticks around, we should be... Or Vivien sticks around, we should be in a good spot. Feels a little bad if they have a removal spell, but I'm definitely at least jump blocking, so letting them kill my Guardian here seems fine. I guess this lets them get Hostage Taker back next turn. Man, that's brutal. I think the banning of Nexus of Fate makes a lot of sense, and I hope they ban it in best of 3. Would not be sad to see it gone altogether. Yeah, it's very possible that I should have just jumped with the Knight and then kept the Growth Chamber Guardian to get that going. Just a friendly reminder that hyperbole like Vivien will never hit in this deck is not welcome in my chat. If you want to do a little bit of legwork and post the numbers and say Vivien misses on a creature this often, that's welcome and encouraged, but do the legwork. Yeah, I think Thief is supposed to attack me because they're pretty likely to find a flying threat off of my deck, right? Especially after I just missed. They didn't take Resplendent Angel, so they got something better than that. Shalai. Yikes. Alrighty.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Alright, well. Vivien getting a land isn't really a hit. It's not a hit that counts. I know because I made it up. God bless. Coverage is selling you a product.
Okay, so you've got claws.
They're selling you something. That's actually one of the better threats they could hit for us.
Come to me.
Yeah. We played 2 full matches. I'm gonna be done with this one. Naya Angels is just not competitive in this format. I think if you want to play Angels, you should look into either Black-White Angels or the Bant Bio Angels that we're gonna play again later today. And we're still testing the Bant version, but it's definitely felt much better than this. We've played a lot of different iterations of Naya, and it's not an archetype I'm gonna accept anymore. It's just not good in this format, at least not until we get cards. So we get maybe something in War of the Spark could pull this into competitiveness, but in the current format, Naya is just not going to be doing it. Just doesn't have the punching power to get through the grind of the mid-range decks, and also kind of slogs against control and Nexus 2. This deck's probably fine against like mono blue and red aggro, but those decks alone don't make up enough of the format that you can just get dumpstered by the mid-range and control decks. I haven't played Bant Angels enough yet to know how I really feel about it compared to